Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, love attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. In this video, we are going to jump right in and we're going to talk about why money might not be making its way to you and staying. And money is never supposed to stay. If you think about a river, it is always moving, and money is an energy of water, like currency. So it's so symbolic of water. So if you can think about water flowing into your house and then flowing right out, we don't want it to sit there because then it will be like a standstill pond. We want it to flow. But the reason why money might not even be coming into your pond that is sitting still, there could be a variety of reasons. So I want to talk about that in this video. And one of the first reasons money might not be coming to you is because of your relationship with your mother. So the mother wound is deeply connected to receiving. If you think about it, when you were in your mother's womb, how did you receive nutrients? You received nutrients through the umbilical cord. And if you have any sort of disconnect with your mother at this current moment, or any resentment, or any kind of like, she didn't do this, or she favors this sibling over me, or maybe she passed away, or maybe she abandoned you. We have to go back in and heal this. We have to know that it's safe to receive nutrients from life. Okay, so when there's this disconnect with our mothers, it's like the umbilical cord has all of these like holes in it, and all the energy is being dispersed, and we're not getting any of the nutrients. We're not getting love from life. And we have to go back and energetically see that umbilical cord. If you can see it as like 4 or 5 inches wide in diameter, and just see it expanding and see all the layers of the cord super strong, and the energy that is moving through this cord is pure love and light. And regardless of what your mother's personality it looks like and feels like right now, or maybe when you were in the womb state, maybe if she didn't want you, maybe if she did, you are going to push all of that aside, and you're going to think about her soul. You're going to think about the fact that you chose your mom to be your mom in this lifetime. And there is an innate love there. Her soul and your soul signed a contract and said, let's do this. Let's jump into these bodies. Let's challenge each other for growth. So if you are having serious issues with the mother wound and with your mom in this lifetime, and maybe it feels like it's impossible and you'll never forgive her, I am here to tell you that she is the most loving soul, because she sacrificed her experience on earth to be a monster. She signed a contract saying, I'm going to hurt you in this lifetime. And I'm even getting emotional just saying this because it's such a brave action for a soul to sign up to do this in this lifetime. She signed up to be a monster in your reality so that you could be better. And if that's not love, I don't know what is. So if you can go back into the womb where you're just floating in the womb and all of the nutrients are coming in through that umbilical cord, and that umbilical cord stays with you until you die, not when she dies, until you die. Okay, so we are always connected to our mothers, even if we're not speaking to them. And if you have a lineage of women in your ancestral line where there's discord, a grandmother didn't speak to your mom, or your mom didn't speak to your great grandmother, whatever it is, that then affects you. So if you're on this like family tree of all of these women and they're all disconnected, there's all these broken branches. Where do you fit in? Where are you getting that nutrients that you need to survive in this world? You don't feel safe in this world. You don't feel grounded like that strong tree. So as light workers, and when we're trying to attract money and abundance and do our mission, we have to heal this. Part of our mission is to heal our family line. We literally come in with all of these patterns and all of these icky things, and we chose it, and we're choosing the people to trigger us. We're choosing the people to hurt us, and their soul signed up to do this to you. And it is an act of love, and it is an act of courage, and their personality in the 3D reality they're not going to be aware of this. So how can you show up now in the holiday season looking at your mom, cooking or maybe not doing anything or maybe yelling at somebody? And how can you just sit there and say, wow, she chose to challenge me. She sacrificed having a really expansive life for herself to a very fearful, restricted, abusive life. She sacrificed that beautiful, loving experience to be a monster, to be somebody who's like a karmic energy. And she did it for you. So going back to the womb, you're in there, you feel warm, you feel protected. Her soul wants you there. Her soul is giving you nutrients through that umbilical cord. And now we're going to pretend like we are in this world now with this new cord. This cord is directly connected to our solar plexus and our sacral. Our sacral chakra is all about creativity and using our spiritual gifts and sharing ourselves with the world. The solar plexus is your power center. It's your ability to provide safety for yourself and set boundaries and receive. So when this cord is now healed because you've gone back and you envisioned that cord expanding and getting stronger, and now you love your mom so deeply because you see the higher perspective, you see why she is doing what she's doing in this lifetime. You can step out of that pain and be like, wow, like I got emotional when I first learned this. And my mentor has taught me so much about this and about the umbilical cord. Like I can feel my mom's pain. I can feel her fear through this cord. And when I feel it, I immediately take this cord and I push white light through it back to her. We are always exchanging energy, and we will until I leave this planet. So always remember that you are deeply connected to your mother. So you cannot run from this. You chose this. You two chose each other. And as much resistance as you feel towards her, that resistance will continue to block your abundance flow. You will not feel safe to receive anything from life on a universal level because your umbilical cord is perforated. I think that's the right word for it. Maybe there's all these little holes. If you can think about like little dots all along it where all of the energy is like leaving the cord as it's traveling to you, and you're getting like this much energy, you're getting this much nutrients from life. And that could be symbolic of whatever's in your bank account right now, is because that cord has siphoned all of that money out before it got to you. So we need to go back into a meditation, maybe do a Reiki session with a healer, maybe do Reiki on yourself, on your solar plexus, around the sacral energy as well. And you are instilling more light into that cord and you are strengthening it. And you are sending your mom so much love, so much compassion. And you're saying, wow, like you just sacrificed your whole experience here and to be this like labeled monster, and you did it for me. Like, I love you so much. I love you so much. And you just send that love back through that cord. And you now tell the universe, I am open now. I see why my life is the way it is. I see why I've been challenged. And I am going to be the one to heal this in my family tree, in the lineage of the divine feminine in my family line. I'm going to be the one to reconnect every branch. And we do this through the cord. Okay. And you'll start to see the universe will start to show you that this is working because people will start to offer you free things. You will be given a chance to practice receiving this energy. So if somebody is offering you something and it's a really weird thing, but you're like, how is a stranger really just giving me this thing for free, which happened to me? It happens in so many different ways. Somebody might just give you $25 on Venmo. High five to Hollis, my friend who did that the other day. I woke up and I had $25 in my Venmo, and she just thanked me for all of my videos. And it was just a donation. And I found out that she was sick, and I quickly like drove medicine to her house, my homeopathy medicine that I use. So I felt so like loving, like I wanted to give back. So she was representing my mom, the energy of the mother wound, being receptive and wanting to give to me. And that's the energy that you want to look for out in the universe when you do this work, is confirmation and feedback. When you're getting things from people out of nowhere, compliments, love, money, gifts, opportunities. This is the universe saying you've healed that cord. That cord is sturdy now, and you're getting all this love through it. And the more we expand the cord, if you sit in a meditation and just imagine that cord between you and your mom expanding and getting bigger, what does that represent? It represents more love and more abundance that can come to you. So if you're maxed out right now and the most you've ever manifested was like $5,000, $10,000, maybe $100,000, and maybe you're looking to really call in some big amounts, your solar plexus needs to be expanded. You need to have space in that womb space, in the upper belly area, that whole core area. You have to imagine like all of these open pockets ready for money just to be dropped in. And remember, it's like water. Money it's like a current, it's currency. So it's got to flow. So we're not just going to receive the abundance and let it sit in our belly and permeate and be gross and mold and all this stuff. We're just going to let it flow through us. So then as we receive it, we're blessing it, using it for good, keeping it for ourselves, and then putting it back out into the world. So your money blockage might be because of your mother wound. And I hope this video helped you see your mom in such a beautiful light, regardless of what she's done. We have to be the ones to find forgiveness for it all, because we know that we are the ones that chose it. we can't blame anybody. That was the biggest lesson I learned on my spiritual journey. Is I was so in my victimhood, and I still catch myself in it every once in a while. But there's a fine line between feeling the emotions and feeling the pain of the suffering that you literally experience, and then jumping up into the higher perspective of your higher self going, okay, I understand why I chose this, but the pain still sucks. And then you like kind of do a rainbow. You go up into the higher self, you see the higher perspective, and you come back down into the physical body, and you're like, okay, now I see all sides of this. I'm going to allow the pain to be there when I feel it. When I feel anger, resentment, that's a blockage in my solar plexus that I need to purge. So now that I have this awareness, I'm going to purge any emotion that I feel or any negative emotion I feel towards anybody that's hurt me, that is blocking me from receiving. I'm going to purge it and create space for new abundance, new opportunities. And when I say abundance, it doesn't always just mean money. It means love, experiences, joy centers all up in your solar plexus and in your high heart. It's all connected. And there's levels of joy, right? When you're up in your high heart, that's, oh my gosh, you're experiencing so much joy in that space. If you're in your belly, it's like that creative, like, look what I did, mom. Look what I created for the world. And your mom is literally symbolic of Mother Earth too. So if you can imagine a cord coming up from Mother Earth, coming up into your feet, into your root chakra, shooting up through the sacral and the solar plexus, and it is blasting out any stuck energy that you've been holding on to, because we got to be moving. We always have to be moving, just like abundance and money. Water is always moving. One more final tip that I want to share with you is, if you have a fear of water, if you have a fear of drowning or tsunamis or flooding, this is a huge sign that you're resisting money. So you have to figure out, where does this fear come from? Why do I fear flowy energy? Do I feel like I'm going to be suffocated by it? Then that might mean you feel suffocated by money. And money is trying to tell you, hey, you're scared of me. You're scared of me, and there's nothing to be scared of. And there's two reasons why people fear money. When we have a large amount of money, now we have more eyes on us. So it's a fear of being seen. We feel like maybe all of our secrets will come out. We feel like people will not be genuine anymore. And then the second thing is trust. Once we have money, we don't know who to trust, because we don't know if they really love us for us, or if they love us because they know that we have money. And money reveals who people really are. So we also have to be aware of, who we share our wealth with, and our own awareness around ourselves and what happens to us when we get money. Are we quickly bragging about it? Are we quickly giving it away? There's so many different reasons why people self-sabotage. And something that's deeply rooted in repelling money is that mother wound that we talked about in this video. So I would love to offer you guys to sit in a meditation later, Open up that cord, repair it, send love to your mom, go into the womb space, feel the protection, feel the love that her soul is actually really feeling for you. Her human self might not be giving you love, but her soul chose to sacrifice her own experience here for you. That is divine love. So sit in that womb space, feel protected, feel all warm and cozy in there, feel the energy, the nutrients, the food, the water, the abundance of love and joy, and just sit with that and know that she protects you. She is your nurturer. And regardless of what's happening in reality, that doesn't matter. You go into the soul state of receiving that love, because it is divine love when somebody sacrifices their own experience for you. And I always like to believe that. It's a belief system, right? I believe that to be true. You don't have to. That's the beauty in life, is you can take this video and you can throw it in the trash if you want. If it doesn't resonate, you don't have to use it. But I like to believe that my daughter, who passed away, I was devastated because I didn't have the best relationship with my mom, and I wanted to create that with my daughter. And then it was kind of I used to say it was taken from me. And I just looked up and I saw her little photo staring at me. Um, but that was something that I'm kind of like, man, I didn't get to have that experience. I didn't get to give that love, that unconditional love. But my daughter has taught me the most amazing unconditional love. She taught me that soul love. I don't even know how she would sound. I don't know what she would look like. I only saw her as a baby. And I feel that umbilical cord with my daughter. I feel it so strongly. I know when she's with me. I know when she's around. The minute I feel her, I get a text from somebody sending me a heart, which just happened like 10 minutes ago. My friend Stacy, out in the Midwest, she's awesome. High five, Stace. She just sent me a heart that she found while she was getting ready. It was like a piece of hair on the counter, and it was in the shape of a heart. And I literally was just thinking about Micah and my mom and this whole experience of how the family tree is being healed. And my daughter taught me unconditional love so that I could then heal my relationship with my mom. If I didn't have my daughter, I wouldn't know what unconditional love was. And whether she's here or not, it doesn't matter. This is my reality and this is where I'm at. But I believe that she sacrificed her experience to do this for me so that we could heal my entire divine feminine line in my family. And I always get emotional thinking about the fact that Micah sacrificed her physical experience here to make me better. And then here's my mom sacrificing a really healthy experience here to kind of be the villain in my story. They both love me in different ways, and they both hold the mother wound in different ways, the daughter, the mom, and I'm the bridge. I'm the one in the middle that's holding all of this trauma, and I have to transmute it. And the way I knew that I needed to transmute it was because money was not showing up in my reality. So when life isn't going the way you think it should be going, you're being called to pause and then to go deeper and be like, why is my reality like this? What's the blockage here? And I wouldn't have learned all this if I wasn't without money. So getting rich and having millions, yes, it reveals who you are, but you don't get to grow unless you experience what it's like to not have something. Same thing goes for partnerships and love. Like if you don't have something, you're being shown what you need to dive into and what you need to heal. So I hope this video helped you sit into that meditation, work on your solar plexus, work on healing and repairing that cord between you and your mom. And then allow that tree to I always like to imagine each branch coming back onto the tree, and then the leaves like kind of like poofing out of each branch, like you did it. Everything clicked. The family line is now healed because you reconnected every cord that has been separated or broken before you. And when everything clicks into place, it's like growth and abundance. The leaves represent abundance can now come into your life because everything is clicked into place. So practice this in a meditation. Maybe I'll create one doing this. I'm not sure. But you are so worthy of receiving all the love, all the money, all the joy. And we have to literally prepare our vessel and open up space, open up those pockets in your solar plexus for more to come in through the new repaired cord. All right, lovies, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments. I am sending you so much love, and thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. All right, peace out.